Let's dive right into today's explainer, because we are tackling something that I know can feel a bit like a bureaucratic maze. We're talking about reporting income and household changes to SNAP in Illinois. We're going to look directly at the official guidelines from the Illinois Department of Human Services to figure out exactly how to navigate this system without the headache. But first, did you know that reporting income changes timely can protect your SNAP benefits and keep you from legal troubles? Keep watching to learn how. Seriously, this isn't just about crossing T's and dotting I's. It's about securing your household's access to food and avoiding some major administrative nightmares down the road. Here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to quickly cover protecting your benefits, what actually triggers a report, the exact steps to report those changes, your timelines and tracking, some frequently asked questions, and finally, resources and support if you get stuck. Okay, Section 1, protecting your SNAP benefits and why reporting matters so much. Now, you likely already know this, but just to set the stage, SNAP is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. It's a vital lifeline providing food benefits to low-income families. And here in Illinois, that's managed via the Illinois Link Card. You use it just like a debit card at the grocery store. It's absolutely crucial for maintaining good nutritional health. So the really important thing here is that keeping this lifeline active requires ongoing communication. When your life changes, your eligibility or the amount you receive might change too. If you don't report these changes, it's not just a minor oopsie. If you get more benefits than you're entitled to, you'll get hit with an overpayment that you literally have to pay back. In worst cases, it can trigger fraud penalties or a total loss of benefits. It is always, always better to be proactive. Moving into Section 2, what triggers a report? Let's understand the specific Illinois guidelines. So what exactly do you have to report? Well, 125 is your magic number. For standard change reporting households in Illinois, if your monthly earned income, like wages, or unearned income, like unemployment, shifts up or down by more than $125, you have to report it. You don't have to worry about changes in cash benefits paid directly by DHS, but for pretty much everything else, keep that $125 threshold in mind. But listen, it's not just about your paycheck. You're also required to report if you start or lose a job. You have to report household changes. So if someone moves in, moves out, or hey, if you have a new baby. Moving to a new address is a huge trigger, along with changes to your rent, mortgage, or utility costs. Oh, and get this. If you have a lucky day and hit lottery or gambling winnings over $4,500 in a single game, you gotta report that too. All right, Section 3, steps to report these changes. How do we actually navigate the system? Basically, you have two routes, online or offline. I highly recommend the online route using the ABE Manage My Case portal. It's the absolute fastest way, and critically, it creates a digital trail with a tracking number so you have proof. Now, if you prefer offline, you can absolutely call the DHS helpline, mail your forms to the central scanning unit, or drop them off in person at your local family community resource center. And just to back this up, looking at the official IDHS guidelines confirms exactly what we're talking about here. The $125 threshold, the household updates, these are the hard rules you agree to when you accept SNAP benefits. Now, if you do decide to go the offline route, you're going to need the official SNAP Change Report form. That's Form IL-444-1978. It's important to note that this is strictly for reporting changes, not for applying for new benefits. And please, whatever you do, double-check that your name and case number are clearly written on it so your paperwork doesn't get lost in the shuffle. Which brings us to Section 4, timelines and tracking. Let's talk deadlines and documents. 10 days. That is the window you are working with. For most households, you have exactly 10 calendar days from the date a change becomes known to you to report it. So if your pay rate changes, the clock starts ticking when you get that first paycheck with the new amount. If you miss that 10-day window, you're opening the door to those overpayments and complications we talked about earlier. To put that into perspective, day 1, the change happens. Day 10, your report is due. But there's a bigger picture here too. Illinois operates on a compressed 6-month certification period for many households. That means every 6 months, you have a recertification, often called a ready, where they check everything again. Staying on top of your 10-day reports makes that 6-month ready so much smoother. Now, here is a massive detail you cannot overlook. Just taking your word for it is mostly a thing of the past. You must provide physical or digital proof. Reporting an income change, you need pay stubs from the last 30 days or an employer letter. Did your rent go up? You need a lease, rent receipts, or a mortgage statement. If you don't provide the documentation, they won't give you the deduction, and that means your benefits could drop. Let's move into Section 5, Frequently Asked Questions and Navigating Those Tricky Edge Cases. We see this question all the time. Okay, I know I have to report if I make more money, but what if my hours get cut or I lose my job? Do I really have to report that? Absolutely. Yes, report it right away. Think about it. Reporting a drop in income isn't just a chore, it's a way to protect yourself. If you're bringing in less money, you might actually qualify for more SNAP benefits. So don't just see this as a penalty system, it's literally designed to get you more help when times are tough. Here's another really common one. People move, right? So what happens to your active SNAP case when you pack up and change addresses? Well, it depends on where you're going. If you stay within Illinois, your case transfers. You just contact your current office and have them move it to your new local FCRC. But if you move out of state, the case does not go with you. You have to close it in Illinois and completely reapply in your new state. And a quick pro tip, the basic EBT portal is fine for a simple address update, but it can't handle changes to your rent or mortgage. For that, you really need the ABE Manage My Case portal. Finally, Section 6, Resources and Support. Where to get help when you need it. This is your essential toolkit right here. Your go-to should be abobellillinois.gov. If you need a real person, the DHS helpline is 1-800-843-6154. And look, if you report a change and your benefits are reduced or denied, and it doesn't make sense to you, you have rights. You can request a written explanation and you have 90 days to appeal. Places like Legal Aid Chicago or Illinois Legal Aid Online are incredible, free resources if you need help with an appeal. Wrapping up, please keep in mind, this explainer is for informational purposes only. Please consult with the Illinois Department of Human Services or a qualified legal advisor for personalized advice. Procedures and policies are subject to change, and it's essential to keep informed about the latest updates. So, knowing that a single unreported change can jeopardize your food security, what steps are you going to take today to ensure your household is protected? Thanks for learning with us, and we'll see you next time.